Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I will do a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right now. It's a look that I achieved with the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It has a lot of beautiful colors. I absolutely love it, and I used some of those for this makeup look. I know I haven't posted any videos in a while, so I'm sorry about that. Just get busy and sometimes not as motivated, but hopefully in the near future I'll be able to film a little bit more for you. I have a lot of videos ideas, so yeah, if you want to achieve this makeup look, please keep on watching. So I always start by priming my face with my Too Faced Primed in Poreless primer, which is a really good primer for sensitive skin. Then for foundation today I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin, and all the colors will be listed in the bar down below. And I'm adding 1 drop of the Josie Maran Beauty Oil, which is the light one, and that will add some moisture to my foundation because the Studio Skin foundation I would say is more for combination skin, could even be for oily skin. So during the fall my skin is a little bit drier, so adding 1 drop of the beauty oil will just make it a little bit more moisturizing. Here I am using the Nars concealer with, again, 1 drop of beauty oil. And for this concealer, it's a little bit thick, so I find that adding the beauty oil just makes it a little bit easier to apply, and it's less risky to have the concealer be a little bit cakey or too dry, or settle in the fine lines. So I'm applying the concealer wherever there's some redness, as well as to cover any dark circles. And here I'm using the same brush as to apply my foundation. I really like this brush. It's the Sephora brand. So I use the same brush here to buff everything out. My powder today is the Cover FX powder, and I love this one. I can't get enough of it. It is perfect to hide the appearance of pores, to fix your makeup, and to mattify. So that's why this is my go-to powder for all over my face. And I'm applying it with a Real Techniques blush brush, which I find too big to apply my blush, so I find it great for this purpose. Then I'm going in with the Sleek contour palette, I think, and going in with that bronze brown color to contour with it. And I'm using my Nars Eat a Brush, as always, to create a really sharp contour from the tip of my ear down to the corner of my mouth, but I only go halfway, so you don't want to go too close to your mouth here. I'm using my e.l.f. brush here with the same bronze color, or bronzer color anyway, to apply to my temple and down all the way to my contour to make it look a little bit more natural, if you will, and also give a little bit more bronzed look. For blush today I'm using another one from Sleek, and I'm actually mixing this more orange color with this pretty pink shade and applying it just above that contour, that bronze color. And again, I'm using my e.l.f. brush to apply that. And to highlight, I'm going to go back with that contour palette by Sleek and apply it. Oh, that's so pretty. Applying it to the top of my cheekbone. Now I'm going to prime my eyelids, and I'm not actually going to show it on camera, but I'm using the Nars primer as well as the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Here, a little coffee break. And once my eyelids are primed, I'm going to go with that Renaissance palette, and clearly I'm not showing the right the right color. But anyway, I'm using the color Golden Ochre from that palette, and I'm putting this mostly in the crease. As you can see, I'm blending upward. I have quite a bit of space myself, and I'm using my Sigma E25 blending brush to apply this Golden Ochre shade. And more blending. Then we're gonna go in with the color Burnt Orange, and we're gonna place that right on top of the first shade that we've applied, and that's just gonna add a little bit of dimension. The first color was mostly to make sure that everything was gonna blend really nicely, and also to create a bit of a gradient effect. So I'm placing this shade in the crease and a little bit on the lid, but mostly in the crease. Then we're gonna do the same thing with the color Realger. So we're gonna place it on top of the two others right there in the crease, again creating more gradient effect and more dimension. I love those warm tones for fall. It's really great. Then we're gonna use the color Antique Bronze, and we're using a shading brush, so any brush that is pretty flat to really and really dense to really pack a lot of that color all over the lid. So that color is really pretty. I don't know if you can tell that much on camera. It doesn't look as pretty, but it has a really nice sheen and it's kind of a bronze with a little bit of a reddish tone in it. So again, a really nice fall color. So that one I place all over the lid and then a little bit in the crease, and we're just gonna go back with that E25 and blend everything as always. Then I just needed a black shade because I wanted something a little bit more dramatic. So I'm using a black shade from the Lorac Pro palette, but you can really use any black shade that you can find there in a lot of palettes. So I'm gonna place that in a triangle shape right there in the corner of my eye. So you're really doing the corner from the crease and then on the lid. And I'm placing that and I apply the color a little bit more in the crease to kind of create a cut crease effect. And then we're going back with the same brush, no additional product, and we're just blending some more. My usual Q-tip trick that I use to create a little bit more of a sharp edge here on the corner of the makeup. And then we're gonna go in with my Sephora eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. It stays all day. It's so easy to apply with that felt tip. As you can see, this is a little bit speed up, but it's still fairly simple and fairly quick. And my classical cat eye wing, that's what I do every single day. I just can't get enough of it. I can't do anything else. Then we're gonna fill in those brows. As you can see, this brow pencil is very similar to the Anastasia Beverley Hills one that is quite pricey, but it's actually the Sephora brand again, and I think it works great for the price. And then we're gonna fix the brows with some Sigma wax. After that, I'm gonna curl my lashes with an eyelash curler because I'm not gonna apply false lashes today. I wanted something kind of quick. If you want to see how to create a false lash effect a little bit more in depth, if you don't want to use falsies, I have a video on my channel that is called False Lash Effect, I believe. And I'm using the same mascara in that video, the Volume Collagen from L'Oreal in the color Deepest Black, I believe. Then what I'm using here is the color Burnt Orange on my lower lash on a really flat brush that is really thin. So we're just applying this on the lower lash. I'm not going very low. And then I'm just smudging that with a little pencil brush. Applying a little bit of mascara. I always keep my lower lash line not very busy, because it just doesn't look very good on me to have it too smoky. And then I'm using the color Vermeer from the same palette to create a bit of an highlight in the corner of my eye and on my brow bone. I also wanted to give the effect of a more pouty mouth, so I'm also going to apply that highlight right above my lip in that Cupid's bow. I look like I have a mustache, but it's okay. It will all look better with lipstick and once the makeup is finished, but it really does make your lips look a little bit fuller. For my lip pencil today, I'm using the Sleek Bare Essential. So I'm just lining my lips with this pencil. Then we're going to apply two different kind of lipstick. The first one is 210 Color Fancy by Rimmel, London. And on top of that, I'm using the Color Pop in the color Cookie. So I think you can probably get both of those online, but I'll list all the product used in the bottom bar as always. So this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you soon in my next video.